Hi, my name is Mark. Today I'm going to introduce you to our 2007 Tiffin Phaeton. She's a 40-foot long diesel pusher powered by a Cat 350. We are only the second owners and we've had her for about 7 years. So about half the miles we've driven her. We've always been in pretty much standard campgrounds. We haven't really taken her off, dry camping that much. So haven't been many encounters with trees or bushes or anything. So as we give you the tour, I'll show you how perfect the paint is, how immaculate this is. So I'm just going to go through some of the standard features that you probably have seen with a Tiffin. I'm going to give you some little details about some of the things that we've upgraded and its current condition. And we're just going to walk through the outside first. All right, so as anyone knows, the tires are very expensive. They're about $3,500 for about 6 of them, and we've just replaced them in December of 2021. So they're still fresh. You got 5 good years on them. There is a diesel fill up on both sides. It goes to the same tank. It's a 100-gallon tank. There's plenty of cubbies in here. This one is called the cable and TV one. And then these are the pull-throughs. So it's a high chassis, meaning they have a large beam across the center to support. So basically these just lock into place and then they slide out. They come out about 8 feet and they'll go both directions. And there is 2 of them. So these 2 compartments, you have these 2 slide outs. In this compartment here, we have the inverter. This one here, we have the base for the vacuum. There's a whole house vacuum cleaner available for this one. All these doors, of course, lock. And here we have hookups. We have power. We have an Ethernet cable. We also have a cable connection. So if you wanted to put a TV up here, that's where it would go. So on the back here, we have a battery compartment. So this one is a little unique. What we did is we added 4 more batteries. So typically there's 2 chassis batteries in the back that basically start the engine and do all the front end dashboard kind of things. And then we also have 4 house batteries. That's standard. But because of the refrigerator, it's a huge, massive refrigerator, like a regular house refrigerator, we added 4 more. So you have 8 6-volt batteries. These are only about 1.5 years, 2 years old. They're in great condition. So here's also the control panel that runs all the electrical of the RV. This is basically just another little storage unit. We have our tools in here, and then we also have some of the solenoids and some of the extra wiring, the control panel for the blinkers and that. All right, so the back of the RV, very standard. There is a hitch there. It's rated for 10,000 pounds. There is a backup camera up top. This is obviously where you access the fuel filter, that kind of thing. We just recently had the year-end service done. So the oil, we actually replaced the air filter. If you've ever seen them, it's about this big. It's $350 just for that. We did the fuel filter, oil filter, of course. We also did a generator service. But here's the back of the RV, very clean. There is the accessory for the ladder to get up there nice and easy. Okay, now for the driver's side. So we basically just have another cubby back here, just for storage. Here we're going to have the electrical panel. We have a nice surge protector here that's built in. This is kind of the main relay box that distributes the power throughout the RV. We have a coax wire that's going to connect to any cable that you're going to have at a campground. And then we have our 50 amp plug here. We have a 30 amp adapter. And then we also have a 20 amp adapter. And here we have all the sewage and water. We have a couple extra hoses. We have a 30-footer that goes across to the other side. There's an outdoor shower here. You can access the pump. You can turn it on and off. You have a lever so you can fill the tank, or you can use city water. We added a pressure regulator just because a lot of the campgrounds had really high water pressure, and that keeps any issues from happening. And then here's a water filter. It's a whole RV water filter, and we just replaced that. So that's brand new there. Okay, last few things to talk about on the outside is right here we have the propane tank. This has a 35-gallon tank and has a brand new regulator on there. The other thing I failed to point out is there is an other hose that goes all the way over to the other side underneath that front door. So you can connect a barbecue or fire pit so you have access to propane over there that draws from the same tank. Here's the other diesel fill up. Here is an electrical panel, windshield wiper fluid, a lot of the different relays and fuses. And it's also where the generator releases. So you pull that lever right there, and the generator comes out. So this is an Onan 7500, which means it's 7.5 kilowatts. It's a massive generator. I recently looked this thing up and brand new. It's about $12,000. It's also rated for over 25,000 hours. And ours has just a little over 1,300. So this thing's just been barely used. I've done all the yearly maintenance on it, the air filter, fuel filter. We recently replaced the water overflow tank. It had a slight crack in it, so that's brand new. And you can start it from the outside or the inside. It pulls off the same diesel tank, so the glow plugs are heating up right now and it'll start right up. Super nice, super clean. Never had an issue with it. It's a great unit. Now the outside has been gone over. Let's go on the inside. Okay. All right, we finally made it inside. You can see how big she is. I always joke about how you could like play racquetball in this thing. I mean, it's so big. So just to kind of go over the couches here, we obviously have a leather couch here. This does fold up. This flips up. That goes open. Queen bed there. Another couch over here. This one has a fancy air mattress that goes in it. So those three cushions come off. There's a thin portion of it and then a thick portion of it. So it blows up and it's literally a king. The problem is it's got a pinhole leak somewhere. We can't find it. So we haven't been using it lately. The one thing we don't like about it is because when they're both put together, you can't walk through the center. So if we have more people than that, they either sleep on the couch or we have like a queen air mattress over here on the side. So all these cabinets, there's so much storage in here. But if you've checked out any other RVs, a lot of times you'll see that these doors and cabinets are not real wood. It's some kind of a laminate or press or whatever, and the hardware is really cheap. Tiffin has just done an amazing job. You can see all the trim, all the details, all the woodwork. I mean, they really went, in my opinion, overboard on this thing. It's crazy. So we just kind of have our bowls and pots, bowls and plates and so on. So really big utility drawers. Pretty much everything you'll ever need is right here. Then we have this actually pulls out. It goes out to about here, so you have like this wraparound kitchen. It's really cool. So the convection oven, it's a microwave and convection. It's really cool. We actually cooked a 10-pound prime rib in here one time on slow cook. It turned out great. 3-burner stove. We have room down here for pots and pans. Sink. We put our our cups and things up there. Cleaning supplies down here. 3 more drawers. Knives, forks, more knives, more forks. This is kind of where we do our spice cabinets and so on. This is a pretty cool little wine holder or spice holder. Pretty cool. And then this is just an absolutely beautiful refrigerator freezer. I call it a house freezer, or a house refrigerator freezer, because I believe it's just as big as most house units. So there's a big lower portion to it, and there's a kind of shallower top portion, and ice maker. It's a Samsung, just absolutely enormous. Like we've done a trip to Lake Powell for like 19 people for a week, and all the food is in there. So it's huge. It's huge. Don't worry, 19 people weren't in the RV. This table is really cool. There's 2 chairs there. We have a couple more in the back, but it does pull out a little farther, so you can fit 5 people around this. It's not a problem. We have more storage on the side, up there. Plenty of lights. You can see there's tons of lights in here. These are surround sound speakers. So there's 2 here, 2 up front, 1 in the dash, and that will work from the TV or the DVD player. All right, here we have the helm. So we have two captain's chairs, all leather, of course. Really nice chairs. This one here actually has a leg accessory here, so you can lift this thing up. It's super comfy. These are all electric. Forward, back, up, down, right, left. There's a million different controls on these things. Right here, there is a step cover, which is pretty cool. You slide that out, and this cover will slide out, so you can basically just stand on here while you're driving. It's pretty neat. So we have a pretty standard stereo here. It's got a 6-disc changer. We got an aux plug for the iPhone and so on. The air conditioner is recently serviced, recently filled up, and it also we replaced, I think it was an evap thing or something like that. So it's working super good. We've got a couple fans up here. We have two different shades. One is kind of a blackout shade, so you can have a little bit of sun coming in. The other one just totally blocks it out. The control panel over here, obviously we have all the main controls. We got the radio, we got the map lights, we got the controls for the light or the blinds, we got the fans, and this is also the leveling system for the jacks. So there are 4 jacks. They are motorized, they're not hydraulic. One thing I forgot to mention about the ride is it's all airbags, so all four wheels, all 4 parts of the axle are air ride bags. Super smooth to ride this. I'd rather drive this than my truck, I gotta be honest with you. There's a cool little laptop section here. Pops up. On the side here, we have all these controls. We got cargo lamps for underneath. You can turn the light handle on. There's a light outside, light on the steps, light up here. Just a lot of different controls. Got a couple more doors here. And this is the backup camera. There's actually cameras on the side also, so when you're changing lanes, it'll change with you. All air brakes, of course. I think it pretty much covers the front. Oh, sorry. The television here, this is just connected to the digital antenna right now. There is a satellite, but we don't have the service for it, but this would be the switch for the satellite to kick in. We have 2 heaters. We have the hot water heaters are gas and electric, so you can use either one. There is a level gauge here. We have an awning that goes over just the door itself. And then we have another larger awning that goes over the whole side of the RV. And it does have a wind sensor in it. It does work. We actually had to use that once. And then we have the inverter up here showing you the battery strength, telling you if it's charging, if it's fully charged, and so on. And as we walk through the kitchen, we have the shower on the right. We have the bathroom on the left. And then here we have the master bedroom. Huge mirror, closet, king size bed, sleep number bed. Nice little vanity in here with a sink, shower, and we have closets. And the bottom one is plumbed for washer dryer. All right, here we are in the master bedroom. We have a king size sleep number bed. These are really nice if you've never slept on one. There's a control for the right and left. We actually sleep like babies in here. This is super comfortable bed, super comfortable. We got a large closet here, obviously with a huge mirror, tons of space on this side. Over here is where the hose is for the central vacuum system. So there's a vent right below the refrigerator, and you can basically take this hose and clean the whole RV without having to have a separate piece. Just a lot of room up here, all 4 of these cabinets. We have some little drawers on the side. There's outlets by each bed, and we have lights over there too. So here's just more storage. This is where we just kind of keep our dirty laundry, but it's nice. It's pre-plumbed for sewage, hot and cold, and electrical. So if you ever decide to put a washer and dryer in here, it's already set. You just got to drop it in and connect it, and you're ready to go. Television, again, connected to either the digital antenna or the satellite. And I've got a bunch of cool little cubbies and drawers. Just a ton of space in this thing. So we have DVD player, store some discs up there. And then, again, the same kind of detail, great cabinets. I mean, the quality is just incredible. And then on this bed, if you need some more space, it actually flips up. And there's a big compartment underneath, so you can put big comforters, pillows, whatever else you need in there. All right, so on this side here, we have a couple slide outs. I'm going to do this one back here so it's a little easier to see. Basically, this slides over and it gives you some privacy in here. So when you're in the shower, this is just a really big shower, plenty of space. It has some nice dispensers already mounted. I think that's from Tiffin, but I really like the skylight. I mean, it's really neat to be in here and you just look up and you see the sky and it's just well lit. It's a great shower. The bathroom, really nice, little oversized in my opinion, plenty of room. It's nice. It's got a nice little vanity over here, plenty of storage up top, and we have 3 drawers. We have another cabinet underneath the sink. There's a new faucet here, soap dispenser also. So really nice, plenty of room in here. And this is one of the other vents that goes up, and there is another one in the bathroom there. So over here, vanity, this thing is just fantastic. So you have one person getting ready over there, somebody else can be getting ready over here. Same thing, lots of drawer space, cabinets, plenty of lighting, plenty of storage, a soap dispenser there as well. And this is the other air conditioner. So it is a dual zone, but they are connected together. So if you have one on or one of the other, it's going to heat or cool the whole thing. But if you want them both, they both kick on and it cools off really nice in here. Here's the slide out controls for the back and a light and some heater vents here, towel hangers. Again, just all the details, they've just done an incredible job with this RV. So that pretty much covers everything. There's a few things I just wanted to point out. The transmission is an Allison 3000 MH 6-speed. Anytime I go to a mechanic or anything like that, they always say that's an incredible transmission. The Caterpillar C7 engine, 350 horsepower, 860 pounds of torque. Every time I take it to a mechanic and we run it, he said it's a good sounding diesel. I'm not sure what that means. It's the raised chassis, as I mentioned, all 4 airbags on all the suspension. It rides, I mean, like a Cadillac, but I have a Cadillac and it doesn't ride as good as this. It's just incredible. Air brakes, of course. So she's 32,000 pounds. The trailer hitch does 10,000 pounds, 100-gallon fuel tank. The fresh water is 90 gallons. So, you know, you can go out, 3, 4, 5 days if you're showering every day and you still have enough water. The black tank is 45 gallons. The gray is 70. The propane is 35 gallons. All the windows are dual pane. That's really important. It really keeps it cool or warm in here, depending on what time of year it is. There's also small awnings over a lot of the windows. I didn't show you that. They basically pull out and there's just these mini awnings over the windows. One other thing is these blinds are really nice. These are an upgrade they do here, so it's like a 2-phase thing. So this one you let a little bit of light in, and this one completely blacks it out. But I think that pretty much covers it. Thank you for watching.